This is a lovely little guitar. Eastman, for front page of the website, says made in California, but it's not. This one's made in Beijing, China. Now the serial number 159. The 5 is the month, so that's May, and the 1 and 9 are the year, so that's 2019. Why they do that, I don't know. And this is a beautiful, and I mean beautiful, little orchestra acoustic, it's called. An orchestra acoustic. It has ebony pegs, a bone nut, which that is not a bone nut. That's been replaced, but you'll see the problem in a second. It's an ebony bridge that's been there too. So it's, you're talking about good quality. The neck is ebony, and the back of the neck is mahogany, a very quality type of mahogany, right? So we're talking pretty good stuff here in a bone nut there, which it is bone in this instance. Somebody has changed out that. So the top of the body is solid cedar. The back and sides are sapele, solid wood sapele. Very nice wood, the sapele. And the bridge and saddle, as I said, dual action truss rod, two-way truss rod. Binding material is tortoise, but it's tortoise shell pickguard, and the tuners are open gear Pingwell V93 ends. Cute little design there. So this is a nice guitar. It's called the premium guitar, but you still have to spend 600 quid for this premium guitar, and I'm told it sounds gorgeous. Now the problems are obviously with that bridge. The height from the manufacturer of the strings on the 12th fret is 3/32, and that ain't 3/32, and that's because the bridge is far too high. I can't tell about the nut yet because I need to fix the bridge first. Also, there's a crack there, or a very deep score. And as they call this, a true tone. What's that over there too? What is that there that I just saw in the light? Something there down the side. I'll check that to make sure that's okay. But as they call this a satin finish, not sure what can I do with that, but I'll check to see it's not a crack the whole way through the body. Has a couple of dings here. I'm told it is a superbly sounding guitar, and you'd like to think so with all the quality wood they put into it. I think this is one of the versions that they no longer make. They've upgraded the model now. Another bit of tortoise shell. And then look at the neck, how beautiful that neck is. Those tuners do look very nice, don't they? Let's have a look at the very back to see if there's any damage there. No, everything's nice. So theoretically, this is just a setup. So let's make sure that we get the bridge right first. There's another little score there. It's been used. A guitar teacher owns it, so it would be used. But it's a lovely little guitar, perfect size to orchestra size, which is between a jumbo and a standard. Okay, let's get under the working of it. The problem with this guitar, the owner says it's hard to play, leaves him with sore fingers, sore hands. And I think part of that problem will be the string gauge is a bit high. It's 52 there. Let me just check there. And well, that's a 10, but that's a fatter E string than this requires. So we were doing fine up to the A string, but the E string looks like it's been replaced. Maybe it's not been, but it looks like it's a bit heavy for this guitar. So let's move this up a bit and just take those off. Because they're ebony, you have to be very careful. So let's go inside the guitar with my rusty. That's Henry. He was called Scooter. He came from Malta to stay with us for 10 years, and he's gone now. Go on. Put the light on. Thank you. Right, let's have a look around in the inside. Let's have a look around in focus, please. Thank you. That is lovely, lovely made guitar. Let's have a look at it. I'm just looking to see if I see any. Let me just have a listen. Nothing. You usually hear a little squeak or a groan or something like that there if there was a loose strut. So I can't see now, so I'm just going to turn this around. And I'll get around this side. That is a beautifully made guitar. Let me just see what type the truss rod is. Can I get in there? It's alright, I'm twisting. Can I get it in focus? I can't. Okay, that's fine. Love the wood, love the work, love all the fittings. Beautiful done, beautifully done. Now let's have a look and see if I can see if there's anything about that scratch there. Just see, it's up there. Do I see it? I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna trust that when I look at, maybe there's a crack there. I can't tell. I'll have to look on the computer later on. Oh, let's check the neck while I'm here, hey? Hey. Let's check the neck. There's only a 50% chance of getting it the wrong way, and 99% of the time I get it the wrong way. Right, there's a pretty big underbow. So this special truss rod better be working. That would also make an effect on the playability of it. So yeah, let me just say that was 24, which is pretty high. Let me go to 30. What are you doing, Austin? Thank you. Yeah, I would say 29 or 30, and that's quite high. So the truss rod would be the thing to fix first, and I'll just check the fret leveling. I think I just level there a little bit because I'm getting, usually you get that down there, but only a tiny bit. So I'll level there a little bit. And we'll do the, well, I think maybe we'll do the truss rod now. Eh? That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Let's just see what we got in the way of getting into the truss rod. Truss rod's not. Well, look at that. Look, that's the right one. That is the right one. So let me just see if I can use this to do it. Can I get in there? No. No. Why? Because there's not enough leverage there to tighten it. But I tell you what, I'm going to do it anyway, so I need to tighten it, which would be that way. So I'll use my little pliers on it because I've got a good purchase on the inside of it. Is that loosening it? No, that's loosening it, isn't it? Yep. So you need to tighten it. Right. Do you hear some cracking in there? Yeah, I do hear some cracking. Alright, let's just see where we are. Still needs more. try that. Nothing's happening, so maybe the double action, it needs to go that way. I'd rather do that than force it too much one way. I can't see that. This feels like it's loosening. It does feel like it's loosening it. But if it's double action, maybe I can go round. I don't like all that cracking and creaking. Yeah, I'm feeling it stiffening up, so that might be a good thing. Yeah, that's it. That's it, perfectly straight now. So that to tighten. Oh, anyway, it's done. It's perfectly straight. That's all I'm interested in. Right, they're perfectly straight. Okay, and just check the leveling again, just down at the bottom, just to see if that's made any difference. No, there's still a tiny bit of leveling to be done there. The frets are fairly well worn there, but they're not overly worn, so I think it just needs a polish. Okay, I brought that saddle down to an acceptable level. If I have to bring it down any further, I'll use the nut file. Hello, Georgie girl. Oh, Georgie girl wants a cuddle. Oh, stop. She has to get her cuddle. Right. She's had her cuddle and she's sitting on my back at the moment, on my shoulders. So she hasn't decided what she wants to do. But I'm going to work on this ebony fretboard. Now I'm going to use this steel wool just on these because they don't need a lot of work, but I'm using these as to protect the wood. You'll see I put blue tape on the back of those and it stops the wood. When you're polishing with steel wool, this is 000 steel wool, when you're polishing these can move and there's a chance you could scratch the fretboard.
I said, would it be alright if I put my arms around you? And she said, darling, please be quick, 'cause I want to feel you near. Then I said, and darling, do you mind if I tell you that I love you? And she said, lover, take your time, those are words I shouldn't hear. Then I said, oh, can't you see? That love's for free. Oh, come on a little closer, honey. Cuddle closer. Come on closer to me. That's what I said.
And they look good. I'll just run down with them with the camera. There is some finger wear there, but far too little to worry about starting to scrape it. Right, I'll run down with the camera, let you see it. I've invested, by the way. I bought myself a lavalier microphone, which is supposed to be good quality so that you can hear. Sometimes I don't hear the quality I like in sound. So that looks really nice. Nice shiny frets, all nice and even. No biting you at the edge with your thumb or with your finger. That looks pretty good. Now we're going to do the head cleaning.
Take no never mind of what your mama told you. And she said, well, what you trying to do? You know I'm not that kind of girl. And I said, well, honey, don't be mean. You know I only want to hold you. And she said, well, what's in this drink? You know my head's in a whirl. Then I said,
right. This is unusual. So I'll look at that one there, right? I got a one that fits it, but when I turn it, nothing happens. It's not tightening. None of them are tightening. So it's almost like they're decorative and pushed in there. They're moving with my nails as well. So it looks like they're just decorative. That one's coming out. So yeah, they're just pushed in with ridges, and they've got to look like a... That's good and that's bad, because if I'm turning it like that, I'm wearing away the wood, which means it's more likely someday in the future to fall out. So it's clever, but I'm not that fond of it. Or do I put some wood glue in there? I think I will put some wood glue in there and let it sit till tomorrow. No, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Now that's glue in there to stop any more dirt getting in. Might help it a little bit over the years. Okay, I don't have to stop at that. I can clean the rest of this body because I see some dirt up here. And I'll come back to you when I've got a string on. Okay? Now, I can't guarantee that that camera is going to stay there because my little tripod is pretty small. But what I'm going to do is bring the nut down and try to capture... That's actually sitting on top of the nut. Those are standard 10s. So that nut is not wide enough. But it's sitting on top of it, so I have to make it wider to allow the nut to sit into it. To allow the guitar to sit into it. To allow the guitar. Could I learn English, Austin? To allow the string to sit into it. Now, it's funny that, because this is the largest of my fret files, and the string is not a huge string. So what's happening here? No, I have to investigate, because this should be sitting inside it, but it's not sitting inside it. Right, pause.
Oh, can't you see that love's for free? Oh, come on a little closer, honey. Cuddle closer, come on closer to me. Then I said, baby, don't be shy about one little button. And she said, I'm not a prude, but I think we're moving too fast. And I said, come on, lie right down and make yourself at home now. Then she said, it's getting too late, babe, and I think the moment's past. And I said, oh, can't you see? Poor, pitiful me. I just want a little loving, honey. So cuddle closer, come on closer to me. Well, what could I do? I took her home, didn't I? Oh well, there's always tomorrow night. I said, love's for free. She said, no babe, not with me. I said, love's for free. She said, no babe, not with me. I said, love's for free. She said, no babe, not with me. I said, love's for free. She said, no babe, not with me. I said,
No, this is going to have to be done with every string. That's very good, very good. Hold on a second, something's not right here. Maybe I've got the strings on wrong, because the G string looks to be fatter than the D string. I think I've got the strings the wrong way around. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? When you're doing this, don't forget to tighten your strings to make sure, because sometimes they'll sag and make it look like you need to bring them down further when you don't really. That's very good, very good, very good indeed. Very good. Now, what is you like? You need to come down. All right, somebody's texting me, so I better pause. Excellent, excellent. Right, so I'm going to tune this up, and then I'm going to look at the lower end now. Well, there she is in all her glory. I could not bring that down any further, I'll get buzzing. That's very low. All the strings are very low, very, very. Maybe could bring the 8th string down a fraction. Now, the guitar company says you'll get 2.38 millimeters there. I'm at 2.89. So the action's going to be great the whole way up there. Great, it's great anyway. So it's a pretty little guitar. The little trick I did with the glue, not super glue, with the glue has filled that gap in. There's no longer a crevice. And I'm now going to cut off this. Well, the rain is pouring down again. Here is this Eastman, made in California, China, California, but it's a beautiful little guitar. It's as light as a feather, great action and lovely sound. I love it, I love it, I love it. I like the tuners, very nice indeed. And it's got a beautiful sound. I'll just check the tuning again. The strings keep going out. Now I have the action so low that if you bash it, you'll get a buzz. Well, I lied. So it's really... Listen to the rhythm of the pouring rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that it could go and let me cry in vain, and let me little girl again. The only girl I care about has gone away, looking for a brand new start. It's a little bit high for me, actually. The Bullfrog song by the Beatles is a bit high for me. But it's a lovely tune. Let me just check the... There you go. You recognize that? Do you recognize that tune? I'm going to let that one sit with you. But this is really nice. I love this guitar. Listen to the tune, listen to the tone of it. Beautiful tone. Love it. Right, I'm going to put it away now because I'm boring you, I can tell. You're going to sleep. Georgie girl, where is she? I don't know where she is. I don't have my good tuner. I have this lousy thing here. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm going to play my favorite chord now.
Okay, it's going home to Daddy, unfortunately. I like them all, don't I? Say goodbye to the guitar. Say goodbye. Say goodbye! Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.